What is the difference between a smartphone and a cell phone? All living organisms are made up of cells, which are the smallest units that can live on their own. In comparison to a smartphone, the cell phone is a much smaller device. Smartphones are now being utilized by the preceding generation, who used telephones when they initially came out. This is the result of technical progress. Smartphone versus cell phone. The fundamental distinction between a cell phone and a smartphone is that cell phones employ radio frequency communications to make and receive calls and messages. Smartphones, on the other hand, are used not only to make and receive calls, but also to access the internet, capture high-quality photos, and remain connected through social media. Cell phones are compact, convenient, and portable devices. They don't use wires like a telephone and instead rely on radio frequency communications to communicate. They were first introduced in 1940. Motorola introduced the world to the first cell phone on April 3, 1973. The early zeroth generation service was known as that. Smartphones, on the other hand, are portable devices with all of the functions of a computer, including a touchscreen display, internet connection, and an operating system. They are referred to as smartphones as a result of this technological progress. The HTC Dream, also known as the T-Mobile G1, was the first smartphone. It had a sliding keyboard, a multi-touch screen, and a 3-megapixel camera, among other things. What exactly is a cell phone? Cell phones are portable telephones that make and receive calls using radio frequency connections. The Goldbeam Mamillion is the most costly cell phone, with just 3 limited edition releases. It is encrusted with a 120-carat diamond and 18-carat white gold. The sapphire glass casing is composed of. The Diamond Crypto smartphone is a close second to Goldbeam. As the name implies, the cell phone is designed to encrypt messages and protect the data stored on it. It has 50 diamonds and is constructed of solid platinum, rose gold, and platinum. With the growth of technology, even cell phone firms seek to improve and build more environmentally friendly gadgets. They've begun producing gadgets with a variety of technical features, including voice calling, video conferencing, text messaging or SMS, internet access, email, video gaming, and photography. Depending on how a user utilizes a cell phone, it can have both beneficial and negative consequences. To make effective use of it, we must be mindful of our improvement in living a hassle-free life rather than turning it into an addiction. What exactly is a smartphone? Your smartphone has been upgraded with the most amazing features from all over the world from time to time. We have iPads and tablets in the form of smartphones for larger screens. We have a smartphone that delivers fantastic photo quality with more than 48 megapixels if you don't want to buy a genuine camera. Even though Apple dominates the smartphone market, Samsung is not far behind. The Caviar iPhone 12 Pro Pure Gold is the most expensive smartphone. It is encrusted with diamonds and coated in 18-karat gold. The Galaxy S21 Extreme is a close second, with 5 different color options ranging from gold to diamond to pure leather to titanium. The most significant differences between a cell phone and a smartphone. Cell phones are handheld devices that may be used to make phone calls, send text messages, and play games. Smartphones, on the other hand, are designed for much more than just making calls, sending messages, and playing games. Smartphones are designed for accessing the internet, connecting with others via social media, shooting high-quality photos, listening to music on the go, and so on. Cell phones are a crude device, whereas the smartphone is a sophisticated device. Smartphones have a virtual touchscreen keyboard, whilst cell phones have a real keypad. The demand for cell phones is lower than that for smartphones. Smartphones use 3G or 4G, whereas cell phones use 0G to 2G. With no operating system, cell phones offer a simple and uncomplicated interface. Smartphones, on the other hand, have a complex and confusing interface as well as an operating system. Conclusion: smartphones have an impact on the lives of many children and adolescents nowadays. Overuse of cell phones has resulted in clinical, psychological, and mental complications.